Why are you suffering from aches, pains and illnesses? When there's help for you. At Health Service Center, we offer a wide range of treatment that has been scientifically proven to help you with your aches, pains and illnesses. Our ICT machine is one of the most effective devices in the health field. It has shown positive results in many health problems, such as back pains, shoulder pains, migraine headaches, pain in the knees and legs, poor circulation, arthritis, diabetic neuropathy, numbness in the feet, strokes and sports injuries. ICT, repairs, rebuild. The power to heal, the future of pain relief.
If you recently submitted a claim to the National Insurance Corporation, you also need to submit your financial account information to get paid. All NIC benefit claims are now paid conveniently through your local financial institution. To provide your bank or credit union account information, simply log on to the NIC website at www.stlucianic.org. Click the Financial Account Information tab and fill out the form. It's that easy. You only submit once. Ensure you enter the details of an open active account in your name. If you do not have access to the internet, visit any NIC office to collect a financial account information form. Help us to help you. NIC, for the benefit of us all.
McDowell Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene, vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knightsmed Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The CDC opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosley Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosley.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Another wonderful Wednesday afternoon to you, everyone. Welcome once again to The Real Issues with me, Shelton Daniel, your host and producer, alongside our technical operator, Alton Jaquan Joseph. And we have a regular guest, almost, I can say a regular co-host in the studio with me today. Terry Fenelon is back. You're always asking for him. And so he's joined us once again. Good afternoon to you, Terry, and welcome as always, to The Real Issues.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Okay, our program airs weekdays from 12:30 until 2 p.m. on Real FM radio station, coming to you on the dual frequencies of 91.3 for those of you joining us in the north and 91.5 the south. And you can also follow us via simulcast on MBC Television, channel 120, on the Flow Cable TV service, and we are on Facebook Live as well as streaming live on YouTube as well, for which we're very grateful, because sometimes when people have a little difficulty with the Facebook, they're glad to report that they followed it on YouTube without any problem. So that's a very, very good backup, which you can consider not backup at all, really good. And we want to acknowledge and thank for that the station manager of Real FM, Mr. Nigel Nicholas, who, by the way, was on a bit of vacation and returned to work. I think it was on Monday of this week. So Nigel is back with us, and we want to acknowledge him, a man with great technical strengths, and things pertaining to programming and so on are his forte. And we are all the better for having him as part of our team here at Real FM and MBC. All right. I promised that I would clip the preamble today. When I have Terry is a man who always is overloaded with stuff, and like I say, he's always eager and raring to go. So I said today I'm going to start a new habit, that when Terry is here, suppress it, keep it down, and yield to him very early. So Terry, I'm keeping my word this time, and I'm turning over to you. Not that I don't want to start my palapata ways and so on, but I'm going to suppress it this time successfully. Yeah. So what's on your mind, Terry?
I miss the program. I miss the listeners and the followers. I've heard you ask for me, so I'm happy to be here. Always happy to be of service to my country. I consider what I do here service to country, because we have to preserve this 238 square, or is it 240?
230.
No, sometimes I get confused. This guy confuses me. 238, 240.
Okay.
Okay. 230.
Don't pick up the habits.
Yes.
I don't know if there are any things about him that you want.
No.
But if there are, this isn't one of them.
Yeah, 238 square miles.
Forgetting your age, whether you're 63 or 64 or 60, whatever, don't fall into that.
Yes, I will try my best not to. Yes. Our followers, we need to. Shelton, good news. I read where in terms of the crime situation, well, not the press conference yesterday, but an article which came out praising St. Lucia, Dominica, Bahamas. The United States are saying that just level 1. Yes, there's crime, but nothing really to shout about, not one.
Nothing on the order of Haiti where airlines are pulling out because fellas firing shots at planes and so on, and you're actually seeing the bullet holes in them. We don't want to get there,
Of course, we have our little issues, and that the Prime Minister is addressing that. I know people are unhappy when he says he's not the policeman. And I heard one of my friends, Elder Soko, yes, you are right. We have to hold those people accountable. If we give you resources, you understand? We want to know that at least the resources are being, because there are other places asking for resources that they can't get.
Yes.
I'm working with some teachers on some project, and that's a refrain, lack of resources. So if you're giving the resources, all the vehicles, the motorbikes, we need to see on the roads.
Yes.
We're having a discussion. We were going down to some of the TVET schools yesterday, and in the vehicle we were talking about the recklessness that we've seen on the roads and the madness, and it's out of the ordinary. And we, in light of that, we need to see the policemen on the roads, patrolling. At least you must have a presence. People must feel your presence. So we're not excusing anybody, but when you ask for resources and you are given resources, you have to, according to the people, you must show slit. You understand what I'm saying? To whom much is given, much is required.
Yes.
All right, so
And
if
the
you-
Prime Minister makes the difference
Yes.
between being supportive
Right.
of all people, police and all people in the
Right.
public sector especially.
Right.
But there's a difference between being supportive and supplanting.
That's right.
He's not looking to supplant
Not
the
anybody.
police.
You know, he's not going to dictate. He's going to come in there and
exactly.
interfere.
Yes.
Because he's not a policy.
Yeah.
That's not his role.
Yeah,
we have
we-
a commissioner. I must say, I'm pleased with this commissioner. Not that I'm not pleased with others, but I am pleased with this Mr. God. Mr. God is willing to face the public. He's willing to answer questions. He's willing, in other words, to account for his stewardship. And that is what we have not had for a long time. So here, Mr. God, I want to tell you that I'm very impressed. You know, you have been appointed and for 6 months, but you know, you're showing slate. You are facing the press. You are answering the difficult questions, and you are telling us what is happening. And this, I think, is, man, that puts you light years ahead of those who came before you. So keep it up. Keep the and that's something I heard you talking about. You must speak to the people. That's to our parliamentarians, you know. First of all, you are elected as parliamentarians, not as ministers of portfolios, you know. Your first duty is your constituency.
Yes, to the public.
That is right. You are elected to represent people. That's your first duty. It's to your constituents. You understand? You have to meet them. And when you have difficulties in your ministry, don't be afraid to face the press, man. Tell us what is happening. People believe you. When you see, you explain things and you come and explain. I see right now, Flabush trying to go back on sports. Man, sports running. You know, sports running. They're trying to make that an issue. The same way they're trying to make, you know, the gas thing an issue. 10 years ago as compared to now. I mean, so much has happened. You know, the cost of the insurance has gone up, freight has gone up, and you expect gas to be the same. Gas are going to say live home done. We don't have time for that. All right. Now, one of the topics that came up in the group is that we are focusing too much on the past, and I think both of us share that thing that no, you cannot forget the past.
Those who do not
But
remember
the past are condemned to repeat it.
Yes, yes.
We must remember the past. The past must inform us as we go forward and we shape the future. There's a word, Jacqueline, I want you to put up there. Jacqueline, there's a word I sent for you there. Let me see if I remember it. You know that quotation you had there? There's a word I think that sums that up. And I want real issues people. I want real issues people to remember that word. It's recrudescence. It's a 17th century word. You know, it talks about Jacqueline is pulling it up there. I don't even have it there now. Jacqueline, it's on the screen there, coming up on the screen there. Yes, it's a word. It's a 17th century word. You know, I bombard Jacqueline for a lot of stuff. You know, word of the day.
Okay. Recrudescence.
Recrudescence. The return of something terrible after a time of reprieve. If you forget your past, you're condemned to repeat it. And we have to remember that word. The return of something terrible.
After a time of reprieve.
I mean, the years 2016 to 2021, dark days. That was I call that the dark ages for St. Lucia, you know. You understand? It was the dark ages. Now we have the restorer. That's how I call our Prime Minister, Joel. I read it last time. The book of Joel. 225, I think, yeah. He's restoring. So we have the restorer now, who has come to set things right. This recrudescence. We do not want to have to go back to that dark time when it was destruction, demolition. You know, it was a time when we will call all kinds of names. You know, as I'm saying that, you know, when you say, I don't listen, I like the jackasses bray. The child who had who was shot in Dennery. Now, you know, Shelton, it never dawned on me that the government should have paid. I just figure I let that rest until the brouhaha came about, and then the minister, what transpired. But you see, here is a government that listens. So there's a caller to a program. I listened to him, and he says, "But that's a 6-year-old child, a victim of crime, etc." And he thinks the government should take down that responsibility. Now, you know when he said so, I said, "Aha, that's true. I agree." What did the government do? The government listened. Because this is a government that listens. It doesn't say, I don't listen, I like the jackasses, brie. And so, cabinet sat and decided, boy, you see all that is a Malawi, etc. And that's a young child, innocent victim of crime. We're going to take on the responsibility of, people made that political.
Of course they will.
I mean, really and truly solutions. I did not think that at the time.
You make an issue, you're damned if you do.
Do damn if you don't. So here it was that
a compassionate gesture towards
precisely
is of very little economic meaning.
So,
and so on.
So the caller was right. He was irate. I understand that. And even if somebody is irate, if the person makes sense, and what the person is saying is, holds water, has substance, you have to listen and say, yes, boy, I think, we head there, let's correct it. So the government decided, yes, boy, let's listen to this guy. And I think we should step in and correct that and make.
Without telling you and without allowing you to glance at my phone,
okay,
turn it away from you.
Right.
Tell me who you think these messages came from. Strange enough, I meant to ask whether he, Fenelo, was going to be here today. I feel his vibe, for real. Then they chip in a little bit. Say hi to my Nigel for me as well. No need to feel jealous. You have no choice, no pun intended. And then they describe somebody as Cotton Beard. And they agree with you that it's 240 square miles. Sorry, he's wrong, you're wrong on that one. It's 238 square miles. And the person adds, we shall not have a recrudescence in St. Lucia.
That's right.
Who do you think?
That sounds like somebody from Viewfort.
All right, okay.
All right.
Okay, we'll say no more.
We'll say no more. Oh, nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, we will not have this recrudescence. No. We're not. Yeah. After this time of reprieve. And listen, we are breathing, You understand? Mm-hmm. The restorer, because people call him Moses, PGP, the Prime Minister. They call him Moses. They call him all kinds of things.
I don't like the Moses for now because that's the name of shine. Moses Shine Barrow.
But the restorer is there, and he's restoring those years because those dark ages, man. We are slowly pulling away. You know what I mean? And people want us to forget that. No, what I tell you, we will walk and chew gum at the same time. We're going to extol all the virtues, all the goodness that we are doing now. I say we are doing now, and in this process, we are going to remind you of the dark ages that we came from, 2016 to 2021. So we have to live with both. And we're not highlighting this guy. As we have said before, we have a frame of reference. He's not new. So yet we know all his carbuncles, all his pimples, and we're going to expose that. And we're going to let the world know that this is the monster, that wants to rule St. Lucia again after all the destruction he has heaped on us and his destruction. And Philip J. Pierre is restoring. So I read the article. I read several articles. The U.S. Embassy, the U.S. saying, no, St. Lucia is an excellent place to visit.
And remember all the shade that they were throwing at the financial systems of the CIP and this
correct.
That there was a meeting of, was it finance ministers or whatever, and who was their representative of the U.S. Treasury Department?
That's right. And saying,
so all the things they claim that we run in RICO, we run in racketeering, influence, corrupt organizations, and we allowing bad actors, to get into our CIP and Russians and all people that are sanctioned. A representative of the U.S. Treasury Department came on board and they found nothing wrong, with what our finance ministers of the ECC were doing.
And they say, continue. Yeah. And St. Lucia has taken the lead in most things. Most of the things implemented, St. Lucia we in front.
All right.
So when this guy, the bodybuilder, wants to attack Ernest, because all of a sudden, man, I have not written on this guy, but I need to write more on things. On what? On propaganda? What do you have on the man? You understand? And I told you already, after full disclosure, the first controller who released the vehicle was my brother.
Okay.
And I spoke to him. I said, but bro, what is there? And after he spoke to me, he told me, man, that's a nothing burger. That's much ado about nothing. The man is a returning diplomat. He owes no money to the government, etc. Ministry of Foreign Affairs has to take care of that, etc. But they made it a racket and made the man look as though he's corrupt.
Yes. And they continued with that thing on and
you
on.
You come and seize the man's vehicle.
Just to embarrass the
man. Yeah. And then then the fellow comes say, this man is corrupt, everything is blah, blah, blah. What? You have nothing on the man. No evidence.
Yeah.
You understand? Just because people are saying things, saying something doesn't mean that is it. You understand? So we understand the strategy, and we're not going to let it work. So I was saying we read quite a few things. Canada now, well, the product of Canada, well, he doesn't say that. But now we're exporting bananas, dasheen, and everything to Canada. You read that?
We were supposed to be exporting to France, of course.
Oh, well.
From Martinique, our bananas were supposed to get a new lease on life,
and they put the FAR-15.
Yeah.
The bluff of the farmers, man. We're going to be, and they give the pricey. You'll be getting 3 times as much as,
Yes.
Up to now, we can't say.
Quote here.
Your part fee was avoid Martinique. But on the Starbatch, we are exporting to Canada, of all places. They long for the tropical things. So we have the dasheen and so farmers, check the Ministry of Agriculture. Good things are happening. So when they are busy talking all the kind of nonsense and they're making what I call the noise, I tell you already, don't listen to noise. There are a lot of noises, going about the place. Right now the orange. There's something I want to say about the orange match,
Tell us about it.
I see that they are trying to they're trying their best again to come with that. Sheldon, the first orange match, I'm going to say that now. There's a customs officer working in bulk. I understand bulk, what they tell me in customs is where you deal with the petrol, the chemicals and the gas, etc. And the formula, there's a formula, because that formula was instituted long under UWB administration, the pass-through mechanism. The CIF, the landed costs, the cost insurance freight, then you have the importers markup,
correct,
dealers markup, government takes the little tax for whatever it is, etc. And they were saying about the 680. And the fellow said, but there's no 680. I remember one even Richard Peterkin was saying, but he's checked the formula, there's no 680.
Everester Jamari
said there's no 680.
And they said, they cannot
I remember this guy in
they
finance,
cannot see how the government could be collecting 680. That government would be super rich,
But the guy working customs, why do you, insanity is something, excuse me. Working bulk, he knows everything that what the fellows were not saying. What they were saying wasn't true. But you went and match with the 680? Now listen, as you see, that is why we have to, history is important, and I have to make you understand. We have to make you understand that. Yeah. So you are working in the customs department. You know the formula. You know there is no 680, but you're on the match because you figure there is 680. I mean, what kind of insanity is
Miguel
that?
sends a message saying, Chasney, Bradley, and Ubaldas themselves confirmed there was no 680.
Correct.
I reported on all of that.
All of that, yes. And you see, they were just, at the time, well, we didn't know, we didn't know about Cambridge Analytica bending the minds of the people. Because you have to ask yourself, but what rational human being would do that? When Dr. Anthony, everybody explained. But you are going to go ahead on a lie. And you are working, you are the one who is calculating, you are in the business calculating the stuff as a customer of it, and you're going to be on the match for security. But I won't call your name now because you're retired. I will leave you alone. But to stew in your misery, because you can't be when you do this kind of thing, you're propagating lies on the people, man. You can't be happy. Liars can't be happy.
But let me ask you something,
Yes.
Terence. As a former, public servant, civil servant, whatever, there were certain things because of the position you held at the time. Even if you wanted to, you couldn't go on.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't say it.
Well, why is it that when Labour is in power, everybody get rude?
Yeah.
Everybody get in your face. Everybody get guanom and guafam and so on, and they can do it. Serving police officers go in and say things on media in interviews that are not. People put on Facebook all kinds of things, and they are serving police officers. Even those who, let us say, they have retired from the regular force but still being kept in the special reserve at significant rank, are ones going to protest in front of the stadium for St. Jude Hospital, whatever, with placard and all this kind of thing. People who are doctors or contracted to the public healthcare system, go in and release all kind of very aggressive statements like they want to fight and so on.
Yes.
What is it about the Labour Party that, it seems to be people think it's their lavabo, it's their 97-pound weakling, that they can come and square off and take out their shit and get bad and so on. But when UWP and the Shasneys and so on, everybody, their mouth and something else I wouldn't say on air, it's shut tight,
Yes.
What? But shed some light on that for me. You suffered a lot of things, while you were principal, mold problem and people, not wanting to have anything to do to even hear about the problem. But once Labour in power, people feel like,
open season.
Yeah, tell us. What's your thoughts?
I meant.
What's your thoughts on that?
No. I have been astounded by that because I had to keep myself in check. I know even political meetings I would not attend. Or if you see if I'm going on the market step, I may be all on the Valmore building.
You hide yourself somewhere.
Yeah, because I want to make sure that if I'm there, I wear a blue shirt or
nobody associates you directly with
but I'm listening, and I am astounded. I'm hearing policemen openly. And nobody, nothing for according to Hunt, nothing for that. You understand? I'm seeing people on programs.
Police wanting to go on lawsuits to challenge the constitutionality of the CCJ and all this kind of thing, which went through Parliament. It went through parliamentary process and all of that. What is your local stand when leader of the opposition and all that did not go and bring it to court and so on, but you want to come and bring it? What message are you sending out there?
That honestly, Shelton, that has baffled me up to now. I believe sometimes the Labour Party, we are too nice. We are playing nice, and I always say, fellas, these fellas trying to juke out your eye, and we pussyfooted.
Something else has been happening too.
Yeah?
It's my understanding from more than one source that there are certain people, either businesses or people who are involved in the transaction chain, commercial transaction chain, and not collecting the levy, the 2.5 levy, because they have some personal, aversion to it, and they don't agree with it, and they don't support it. So they're doing some transaction to which, and they're deliberately excluding it and not doing it. The problem is that later on, when pressure comes on them and they have to do it, the clients or whoever they don't want to pay because you give them the bad habit already.
Right.
A tax is not.
You don't have a choice in that. A tax is a tax. Legislated.
That's a law.
Yeah, I just think some of them are just messing around, playing politics with the whole thing. You ought not to do that. You ought to do the right thing, man. Do the right thing. Do the right thing at all times. So, Shelton, we have some good news coming out. We are at level 1. So yes, we are concerned about. That doesn't say that we are not concerned about what is happening. We are concerned about the crime situation. We want to make sure that at least the numbers go down. There's but the alarmists, those people, the alarmists, they just want to blow everything off, out of proportion to make us look bad. Man, I went by the Vigil Beach there today, man. I saw, the tourists are there enjoying the beach.
Yeah, the beach chairs
are there. They're enjoying let me use my word, they are sagashi eating. I went at my spot, I saw some of them diving. I saw some, I'm like, yes, enjoy St. Lucia, man.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell those young men, there are things for you to do. There are jobs available, man. Make use of that. You have a skill, you want to develop this skill, go to NSDC. Thank God CHTTI is no more. Because that's not accredited, but NSDC is accredited. There are things for you to do. If it's financing you want, go to the Ministry of Education, HRD. Find out how they can assist you, in accessing those programs, because there might be funding there available to assist the young men. The Prime Minister now is hot on the TVET, and he wants to ensure that those boys and girls, they are not on the block. They are not wasting their time. They are go and learn skills as barbering. You could learn to become a barber. You do English and math too. Don't think you must do that because that is part of the program. But you will get a skill. So we won't have to hear Reno Kajada saying, man, I have to import all these workers because they're no skilled workers. No, 2-3 years down the road, we must not hear that. We must say, man, we have an abundance of skilled workers. Coming from the TVET situation, coming from NSDC and CHTTI, you know, should I say a scam? Can I say that there? So, I mean, not accredited.
CHTTI was if I could build 10 schools.
Well,
That's the same
10
volume.
schools, you know.
Okay.
And
We're almost due for the 1 o'clock break.
Right.
But
So
Miguel has sent another message. It's a little lengthy, but I think it contains some good material. He says, they have jumped on the gas train. This difference in the per barrel price they are comparing between when the UWP was in government and now is very misleading, and they know that. All the inputs involved in the refinement of crude oil have increased between 2018 and now due to inflation, and also due to the whole supply chain bottlenecks and all that.
Everything has gone up.
As a result, the price of all those refined products will be higher naturally because the other costs involved continuously increase: electricity, shipping, freight, insurance. Therefore, no matter the cost of crude oil per barrel, it is separate from the cost involved in the refinement and shipping processes. This is a deliberate attempt at misleading the masses, and again points to the fact that the ignorant is the new WP's preferred demographic.
That's right.
Compared to when they were collecting as much as $8 in excise tax during periods when we could have been paying as low as $11, yet they capped it at $13.95.
That's right.
We must remind them of the hypocrisy and double standards. You're listening to The Real Issues. Let's take our first commercial break. When we come back, it'll be back over to Terry Fenelon, who as usual is in form and on fire.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Why are you suffering from aches, pains, and illnesses? When there's help for you. At Health Service Center, we offer a wide range of treatments that has been scientifically proven to help you with your aches, pains, and illnesses. Our ICT machine is one of the most effective devices in the health field. It has shown positive results in many health problems, such as back pains, shoulder pains, migraine headaches, pain in the knees and legs, poor circulation, arthritis, diabetic neuropathy, numbness in the feet, strokes and sports injuries. ICT, repairs, rebuild. The power to heal, the future of pain relief.
If you recently submitted a claim to the National Insurance Corporation, you also need to submit your financial account information to get paid. All NIC benefit claims are now paid conveniently through your local financial institution. To provide your bank or credit union account information, simply log on to the NIC website at www.stlucianic.org. Click the Financial Account Information tab and fill out the form. It's that easy. You only submit once. Ensure you enter the details of an open, active account in your name. If you do not have access to the internet, visit any NIC office to collect a financial account information form. Help us to help you. NIC, for the benefit of us all.
McDowell Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's ginger turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea, and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway. Call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
So much for staying with the real issues on this Wednesday, the 13th day. Yeah, it's not Friday the 13th, it's Wednesday the 13th. Those of you who are superstitious, huh? Does today look like it have any jinx, any blight on it? A wonderful day, isn't it? Terry Fenelon is in here with me today, and he'll continue right where he left off before the break. Thank you so much for being part of the action.
Right, so we talked about history, and I want to correct that. We will walk and we'll chew gum at the same time. There is some good news. Yesterday, the Philip JP administration collected $5.09 million from our friends, the Taiwanese. Wonderful news. And in the interest of transparency, that's good news, you know. He's telling you what will be done with the money. You know, Shelton, people collect. I built 10 schools. You know, the day they collected that and they gave it to Dominic as, you know, that. Fellas, he collected it on behalf of his wife, but he cannot give it to his wife, so he gave it to Dominic as Minister of Tourism.
That's what tourism
you know, to hand over to CHT. Yeah. Say,
it's called laundering. That's what it is, you know.
So they're washing it. So you collected it for the Taiwanese. You don't know how much, maybe, and you give it to Dominic because you cannot take it and give it to your wife because that's too glaring. So you're there, your tiffin colors on the TV, and Dominic there, you know, the little citoyen is taking that to pass on to CHTTI, you know, an unaccredited institution, which had students who go and take money to get a piece of paper that's worthless. They didn't finish school squads, but you wanted to destroy NSCC. You see why history is important.
What was the amount? It was not 499,000 something.
No, that's Nancy. That's.
No, I'm saying the amount for that school. You know the.
Right. It does not. It must have been more than that.
Okay.
History is important. You understand? Now, sometimes you don't like history because of how it's taught, but no, we have to cause and effect. We have to tell you what happened, why we are here now, and what we must do so we'll not get there. So the Prime Minister collects, and right there he has the people from the Treasury, from the Ministry of Finance, those who's going to handle the money. The checks are handed to them because that must go into the consolidated fund. Remember, we had a Taiwanese ambassador here. He was in Foisson. There was the project there where why am I forgetting that now in Foisson, where they were doing the pulp and everything else. Agro processing plant. And in there, the man, an ambassador, you know, he mounts the podium and it says the so-called consolidated fund, and people look at it. The man is fronting out, blatantly fronting the laws.
This ambassador had absolutely no respect,
nothing,
no knowledge, no regard for protocol, diplomatic protocols, and so on. That was the Tom Cho guy, right?
And he was with the right set of fellas. These fellas were,
this man
that motley crew at the time that runs the state affairs. So they didn't care about anything. So he's there, dissing the consolidated fund. Oh, the so-called and you heard the. So these people, like, they're happy with the corruption, you know, and now they're going to come and tell you there must be accountability. So fellas who collected $1 million on, each on stuff. Nothing for that account one. But now, so-called consolidated fund. But no, our Prime Minister is a decent guy. He's a Christian. He's honest. He's straightforward, and he's accountable. So what is he going to do with the money? $1.3 million will be allocated to the Ministry of Education for early childhood education. Now that is for the little children going to school, because that's a foundation, and that's important.
Yes.
We talk about math and how we feel in math, so we have to do everything we can possibly do at the bottom, make sure the foundation is strong. So he's going to invest that there, and you're going to get devices and stuff, and look at the preschool program. Excellent. Then he's going to give 1.5 million to address the existing shortage of burial space. But Shock Cemetery, but we pass there all the time. Every day I pass there. Don't want to go there yet. You know what I mean? So we need burial space. That will be done. Ministry of Tourism will receive almost 1.4 million to construct new Rotary Beach facilities at Rotary Beach. Rotary Beach, wow, yes. You see what's at VG, and to upgrade what's happening at VG. Every now and then, Shelton, when it's very hot, I go at the end, sit there, order malt or something, fruit juice, and the breeze is nice.
You seem to have
natural air condition.
You seem to have moved past the ginger ale and shandy, but you probably had enough of it for the years.
No. It's difficult. It's difficult to find. That's like gold,
Right.
Ginger ale. That's like gold, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're going to have that now. I noticed that our hotel is coming up at the end of the beach there, on the western end. I'm not against that, but ministers, I notice a peg is where I park in my vehicle before I go and swim. Tell the fellas that they're taking too much space. We need that space. You could build your hotel and leave that for us, man. We are decent people. We come there to bathe. We walk, we swim. You know what I mean? That peg, I don't like it where it is. I mean, do the hotel. That's employment coming. You understand? In construction, and people will be working, but we need the space to recreate. Okay, so I'm alerting you all. All right, so we have that enhanced school security. That's a big problem. I know that we have cameras now in most schools, the fencing and stuff. The Prime Minister knows that, so he's going to allocate about $700,000 to ensure that there is at least school security is looked at, and $200,000 for independence. And I know some fellas who would not go to independence, will not attend. This guy who wants to rule again. He has not attended any independence activities since he has been in opposition. Well,
he has barely attended Parliament just to keep his name there and for them not to declare his seat vacant.
He has not even participated in the battle relay.
Yeah.
The battle relay is something which brings us together. On that battle relay, Shelton, I don't see SLP or UWP and Honorable Richard Frederick.
Because
that is not partisan.
Yeah, independence is not. In any case, who led St. Lucia into independence? It was a UWP government.
Yes.
It was a UWP government in 1979.
Right. So he doesn't attend anything for independence because he figures he's not in power. Which and ladies and gentlemen, we have to understand that. We have to look at that. We cannot give this man to run our country again. We cannot. He doesn't show love for country. He shows love for power. He just wants power. He wants to rule. He wants to make sure that he runs things. He cannot bow. He cannot fall in line. He can't toe the line. He can't say, well, yeah, I'm in opposition, but I will present myself for independence celebration. Because he's not one of us. And Ralph Gonsalves has said so. If this guy has no Caribbeanness, he's going to denigrate everything that is St. Lucian and Caribbean. All the institutions. So he has not attended one independence activity. You don't see them he's not at the rallies. Nothing. He's at his home. But he wants to rule. So he can come and take the salute and and run things. And then he has all the white people at government house and stuff. I said it, yes. I said it. You understand? No, man. We have solutions. We have to stop this self-loathing and this self-hate. We must love ourselves and our country. And when people do not associate and align themselves with us, we have to kick them. Not physically, not literally. But we have to put them aside. You do not belong. You know, in the Tortola, I think they call them non-belongers.
No, yes, that's right.
You are non-belonger.
All up in these northern places.
Yeah, you are non-belonger.
Yeah, you're not a belonger.
I was there just for on CXC Business one year, and I was like, whoa.
Yes.
You know, I laughed at it. I understood, you know, it was not racial. You are non-belonger. And they made it clear. You are a non-belonger, so don't come here and try anything. So we have to let you know, you don't take part, you know, you don't associate, you don't align yourself with anything that we do. Independence come, you're not there. So, you know, you don't even fire a flag on your vehicle, whether it's FAR 15 or whatever. I don't know if you still have that. You know, you're just not there with us. So we're going to tell you, you're not there with us, we're not there with you. So stay in your corner. No matter what you try. You know, you can come and cry. These days, he doesn't cry on demand. Before he used to cry on demand.
He's got greater control of his
according to the VVCS.
Yeah, greater control of his
So this young lady,
things are so bad.
Things are so bad in the country, and this young lady touched my heart. You know, he taking his nose, you know.
But at the same time, you run up to the United Kingdom to stay at hotel for £2,000 sterling a night.
Let's put that easy. 8,000 EC a night. You know, so I say,
and that's putting it modestly, because the pound seldom goes below $4.
Yes. Yeah. So history is important. History is important. So my dear people, in the Real Issues group and otherwise, we must remind you, Shelton and I, we must do that, because we came from a dark place. It was a dark place. You know, there's an interviewer, you ask the man, are you going to give the fisher folk the rebate? No, I won't, because they're using the roads too. Could you imagine that?
Yeah.
And the fishers, sometimes they go there in all kind of weather, they come back empty.
And while you're telling Sandals $24 million is okay, after they have given all kind of concessions. And you can see Sandals has had this issue everywhere. You know?
Antigua now.
No, it happened in Antigua before, and at the end of the day, Gaston Brown told them, look, don't do it again.
Right.
But you're owing us $100 million. I'm going to let it go. I write it off. But they gone back again, and now they're up to 27 million or something like that. They've done the same thing in the Bahamas. Turks and Caicos had a problem with them. Everywhere they have a problem. But you know, the same Shastney who cannot give the rebate to those people and wanted to tax people making coals and black pudding and all this kind of thing. He's the same man who told them, you know, you all have to own nothing. Go ahead with it.
That's right.
That is what people are saying, the imbalance and the disparity and the lopsidedness with Shastney when it comes to dealing with white people like foreigners, friends, family, and this kind of thing. That is it. It's like, it's always okay. I can afford to give you that. But the man is penny pinching. Like they say when we used to buy black pudding as children. You know, the person cutting the black pudding, they cutting it so close. You know, and this is just it. He cutting his finger to say he giving some concession, but anytime it's anybody, he can buy you a golo, you know.
Yeah, because during COVID, I mean, the World Bank and all places gave loans and grants, and they say for income support. Ladies and gentlemen, what income support means? People lost their job. Well, they didn't lose, but they couldn't work. Nothing was happening. So some of them were not, you know, not employed. You're not earning. So we're giving you millions to assist these people. You know, his right-hand man, his prime minister, will stand up in the house and say, "You think people will give us money to give people money?"
That sounds like the grass behind the grass.
He cannot conceive of the fact that you know you have to help people. What people need is money. If they don't eat, they will not die. You understand? You can't do that. And the prime minister correctly said, our correctly, if you will eat back, at that time you give 1.5. And so when he got the grants, what did he do? He gave over 5,000 people $1,500 each to assist in, because you suffered under COVID. But these fellas cannot conceive of giving black people.
Did you ever hear that one? Someone has sent me a message. I don't have them saved. The former PM said the hotel was not so much a night. He said it came to such cost because his family joined him at the hotel and he paid the difference. He said there is no evidence of that £2,000 a night. Now, first of all, I don't know that he's ever answered, given an answer to
yes,
that.
Correct.
If he does, I didn't hear it. But if you paid a part of it and you didn't pay, how did the invoice end up being something with the government? In other words, the Treasury and the Ministry of Finance end up having it. Okay?
How?
You paid off part of it. Let us say it was £2,000. You paid £500. At least what is rich in the Treasury should be for reconciliation. 1,500.
But you see, again,
he has to say something.
But I'm saying, you see, the minister, you see, you're all in your house there. Drop the stuff, man. You have me searching for content when you have that there. Drop it.
Yeah.
Drop it. So we can make these fellas hop, skip, and drop. You know, play chin music with them, bowl level the bouncers, you know, keep them on the back foot.
Yeah,
but then fellas there, cafe day, and we playing forward defensive. No, man. Give us some stuff, man. Give us the true thing. Give us his credit card. You know, how much did he spend on the credit card? I understood he blew it up. You understand? Because this one I told you already, he knows the price of everything but the value of nothing. As far as he's concerned, selling shorts is for them, and he's just using, you know, it's a slush one. Just yeah. And you say history is important. I will remind you of the history, and I'm going to play a tape there for you. Shelton, you could tell me, talk about race. And now Josie called the Labour Party boys and things, the so-called black boys. A man that taught me, Peter Josie, at the University of the Market Steps.
Oh, okay.
I was Odlam and Josie. That was one word. It wasn't Odlam and Josie. Odlam and Josie, one word. I used to go there as a little boy, guys, and I was so fascinated by these fellas. But boy, I tell you, when your dreams are shattered and the plate of food ain't easy, hotel food I know can cause you to change. But I'm going to play something for you there. I want you to remember that. Some of you forgot. I played the risk card to me.
And if the Catholic Church does not want to speak for itself out loud, we will speak for them. No!
I want to say to Father Kevin Murray, you are a foreign national. You were brought here to represent the church. Stick to your last, Father Murray. Because those demonstrations you are participating in will do you no good. That's not what you came to St. Lucia for. But since you are so concerned about the citizens of the South, who are 99% black, I would suggest that you educate yourself. If you educated yourself enough now, you should go back to America and take care of your own country, where the slogan is Black Lives Matter.
And if the Catholic Church does not want to speak for itself out loud, we will speak for them. No!
You should go back to America and take care of your own country, where the slogan is Black Lives Matter.
Forgive me, dear Prime Minister, if my parable caused you grief.
Imagine that. Sebugla, you had the Archbishop there apologizing to you because he took your name in vain. You said he said Alan in a homily, and it was a nice homily. Yeah, Alan and Philip come forward and work together, etc. Very nice homily. I mean, you figure that the Archbishop took your name in vain. You had him to apologize, and poor guy there, he had to come there and apologize, and now you want to defend the church for what? But you already there. When they tell you about SLP is the one who started the risk card, Utanmila. First of all, he was the one who says Kenny is a massa mentality, and economics, etc. And then you heard his father, who in the dead of, one morning, Saturday morning, bright and early, going to destroy. Nobody elected you, but you're destroying our patrimony and our heritage, after you gave your word. There was a consent order not to do anything, but of course, you are alone to yourself. This country belongs to you. You want to rule, and so you're breaking things. Poor job, Miguel. Miguel almost lost his life in there, If that rubble had fallen on him, when that tractor raised that thing to drop on him, he lucky. Otherwise, Crapo would have smoked his pipe. But don't worry, Miguel. We will ensure that Crapo smoked this fella's pipe. come the next general election, because people say, come in. Like, you know, Labour Party people, you mustn't get shaken. People went to Dominica, the Prime Minister, our Prime Minister went to Dominica and he rang the bell. But he didn't tell you why he rang the bell. He rang the bell. You're afraid he called election. But let me tell you something about the Prime Minister. He's a man of integrity. He's honest. He's a man of his word. Not like this last guy who told the National Trust, I will do nothing to affect you all. Okay? And then when the National Trust turned their back and they thought all was well, his father was there doing us dirty, mashing up the oldest building in St. Lucia and stuff. You understand? Philip J. Pierre is not like that. Philip J. Pierre has given you an undertaking. I have come to restore. I will deliver St. Jude's to you. Isn't that what he said? Philip J. Pierre is not the politician who bluffs, who engages in subterfuge and thing. No, he has said so. And he's told you he come in. So when he's in Dominica with his partners, because you know when I have my partners, guys, I know like a senior couillon, he rang the bell and he's laughing and thing. Well, you know why he's laughing? He knows St. Jude close. So that's why he can say that. But yeah, call elections, yeah. We have to go and make merry in Vieux-Fort. You're forgetting that, man. We have to go down to Vieux-Fort to make merry. I told you already what happened. Check your Airbnb. If you have family there, tell them to hold your room there for you. Okay, Andy? I'm coming down. And we have to play that song. I'm coming down to talk to you. Or there's a song from one of the fellas, a band in St. Vincent. We come in. So the Prime Minister is going to keep his word. He's not going to do anything like that. And you don't need to worry. He's not worried. Yes, we have some constituencies we have to look at and stuff. Yes, we know that. But relax. Let him ring his bell. Let him send these fellas mad. You know, because right now Dominic went down there and he had a match. But you know, I tell you already, do not be surprised about bot support. That ain't gonna last. You understand? Because if I was down there too and they tried to buy me, I'd hide my face, but I'll be in the match too. But support, don't worry about that. Don't relax yourselves. The Prime Minister, let him ring his bell. So, you know, I mean, in Dominica, they're scary and things. They say, can enjoy Congo, can music or you. Let the fellas amuse themselves. Okay? So, be cool. Yeah, so relax. And we have to make merry. And that will be, that merriment down there, that gathering will be bigger than the Walk of Progress, you know. Because everybody coming down Vieux-Fort. You know what I mean? Everybody coming down Vieux-Fort. That opening of the Vieux-Fort, the St. Jude, it will be bigger than the attendance that we had at the Walk of Progress. So don't let me just quote this. Let not your heart be worried. I believe in people. In people I trust. Yes, you relax. So the Honorable has not given us any reason to doubt him. Okay, there's nothing in his character which says that he's a bobbolist, he's deceptive. You know, he engages in subterfuge, or he's a liar, and nothing in his character. Everything he has done is upright. He tells you what he's going to do. You understand? He tells the parents when things get better. Already you're enjoying English and math. When things get better, he didn't I'll do it now. When things get better, I'll address more. And you see, and you are seeing what he's doing with your money. He's not staying at a hotel for $10,000 a night. You understand? He's not wasting it. He's not giving his partners money to go and look for vaccines or magic like that. You understand? Journalists, when you meet this guy, ask him about the vaccine money. You're all afraid of him. You understand? So our Prime Minister is upright. He be good. Be all right. So when he rings the bell in Dominica, he knows why he rings the bell. It's carried. You know, we're going there to vote. We're going there to help you, you know. Yeah, pay my passage and thing. Give me a little podium one thing. I'm on the ground in Dominica, you know. So be cool. So do not let your heart be troubled. Okay? The Honorable Philip J. Pierre has said he's going to deliver St. Jude. And we have, Yadi gave us a little snippet, a little taste of what is happening there. And I love what I saw. I absolutely loved what I saw. Because it showed me that things are taking shape. And the Prime Minister says it will be delivered soon. And when you see the announcement of the opening, hey, Balfini Villa, Bacchanal time. I'm what that? Super Blue has a song. Bacchanal time. It's Bacchanal time down there. We ain't it nice. We go in there and it's back another time and listen to, that day, man, economic activity in Vieux is joke, because we're coming down for the weekend and we partying from morning till night, We're not playing, man, and we're giving people that because it is going to be a grand time. So, according to the fella, don't dig nothing. Don't dig nothing. Let the Prime Minister have his fun, man. Ring your bell. You have earned the right to ring your bell in Dominica. You understand? Laugh, man, and enjoy. Be going forward, man. We ain't digging nothing. But I want to tell you, those of you who will be vexed with us, we will remind you all the time. We must remind you. History is important. We're not playing on that. I noticed we coming to the break, Shelton.
Yes, definitely.
We will take our break now, and then when we come back, maybe I'll talk a little. I'll show you what we could have had now, and then we'll take calls, right? Because we have to be interactive. I don't want to keep you. I don't want to talk too much. We have to keep interactive. All right?
For sure.
Right.
Okay, Real Issues will continue after the break, and as Terry told you, just a little more to expound upon, and then the lines will be open for your calls, and we'll try to highlight some of your messages to us as well.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Why are you suffering from aches, pains and illnesses? When there's help for you. At Health Service Center, we offer a wide range of treatment that has been scientifically proven to help you with your aches, pains and illnesses. Our ICT machine is one of the most effective devices in the health field. It has shown positive results in many health problems such as back pains, shoulder pains, migraine headaches, pain in the knees and legs, poor circulation, arthritis, diabetic neuropathy, numbness in the feet, strokes and sports injuries. ICT, repairs, rebuild. The power to heal, the future of pain relief.
If you recently submitted a claim to the National Insurance Corporation, you also need to submit your financial account information to get paid. All NIC benefit claims are now paid conveniently through your local financial institution. To provide your bank or credit union account information, simply log on to the NIC website at www.stlucianic.org. Click the Financial Account Information tab and fill out the form. It's that easy. You only submit once. Ensure you enter the details of an open, active account in your name. If you do not have access to the internet, visit any NIC office to collect a financial account information form. Help us to help you. NIC, for the benefit of us all.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Thank you so much everyone for staying with the Real Issues on this Wednesday the 13th of November 2024 with me Shelton Daniel, accompanied by Terence Fenelo, and he's going to take you through a couple more minutes and then we'll be opening the phone lines for your calls as well as highlighting some of your messages. Go ahead.
Yes, before we take calls, history is important. Let me just show you what we could have had, now. But Demolition Man came in, he destroyed just because it was the Labour Party. He just figured, Labour did that, so not quasi too bagay. Look at our former Prime Minister. We say handsome man, Look at this guy. Look at this guy on TV there. Look, he's coming up here. Jocon, put it up. Got him, see. A belty book. Like we say, yeah, I said me say, you know, the patois. Don't, our Creole is, people believe it's good. No, we say a belty boy. You have it, Jocon? Dr. Anthony, a man of immense intellect. He read the tea leaves. He was about to give us, transform the landscape. Unfortunately, people fell for the $680 lie.
Mm-hmm. Among others.
Among other things, the lie, they went with the lie. And Dr. Anthony was about to deliver to us HIA, his legacy. Well, I call it the legacy projects. He doesn't call it that. I call it that. You could leave that there for a little while. Don't take it out yet. The PPP. Imagine the PPP for the airport. Not a cent on the charge the consolidated account. So we're not taking a loan. We're in a public-private partnership.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yes.
These guys would be undertaking everything. We leased the hotel, the airport for 30 years, and there's profit sharing. You know, people believe we gave the hotel, and we sold. Some of us are too gullible. Just as I said, with GPH, we sold the pots. Sold which pots? Okay, tell GPS, take the pot and go with it. But they are Porsche,
Alevi, see you, sir.
But a guy who gave DHS 1,300 acres of land for 99 years of Upadi and Yapusa.
That $1 per acre.
$1 per acre. Upadi 99 years, you'll be dead. Your children will be dead. Your grandchildren will be dead. And that would still be in possession of these guys. He got more too, eh? But a PPP, we don't have to take a loan. Everything on these guys. But you come in there and you figure, and the man just does not know the value of money. You pay the penalty, to extricate yourself from that. Come on, people. St. Lucia, we are already struggling. And this guy has the heart to come and say, the country is broke. The country is broke. But your habits, you had no sense of thrift. You had no sense of the value of money. And what you do, you just decided you're breaking the contract. And then you have to pay a penalty, almost $3 million, we had to pay to the agency because we breached and we broke the contract. But we could have had that. All now so. And now they want to talk about other countries have airport and we don't have airport. Whose fault? But you're right. It's your fault. Because we could have had that. St. Jude, and Guy Joseph admitted, had they continued St. Jude when they entered, St. Jude would have been finished. Right? Dr. Anthony left some money there to complete St. Jude. But you figure it is Dr. Anthony who did it, so you have to mash it up and go and build a box. Waste of money, waste of resources.
Indeed.
Waste of money, waste of resources. Then the falling highway, I could tell you one thing, one of the back roads is being done, that Monsiton to Rivière-Mita.
Mm-hmm.
But Mr. King, Honorable King, I know it's your birthday today and you're relaxing somewhere, I don't know. But you see the entrance to Rivière-Mita? Boy, fix that up. Ay. Send your pothole fellas there. It take good a toll. I have to admit that, Shelton, I passed there a couple of days ago and I had to apologize to my vehicle. I had to tell the vehicle, yes, I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So, please, infrastructure, the entrance, if you're coming from Washi side or coming from, that side there, entering Rivière-Mita. Ooh, papi, do something with that, okay? I'm not saying any more of that, okay? But do something with that. But from Monsiton down to Rivière-Mita side, ooh, Shelton, that was part of the falling the QET funded thing, right?
Yes.
So they have, the Prime Minister is doing that. He has expanded, the road is a little larger now. 2 vehicles can pass now nicely. You drive on nicely. It's been paved. Nice work is going on there. All right, so we're happy for that. And the administrative building, and you'll tell me you all don't want me to talk about this guy. You mash up 4 projects which would have transformed the landscape, made life easier. Imagine the old lady in Viewfort going to get her birth certificate. Right now she has to pay, what's the fee? $8, $9 to come to Castries. And when you come to Castries, it might not be ready, so you have to pay another $8 or $9 to go back. Then you have to come back. All of this nonsense, you know. Demolition man did that, you know. And you say you don't want to, you want us not to remember history? Forget that. And yes, we're going to talk about the good things our government is doing. And they're doing a lot of good things. We keep mentioning it. And you must mention it too. When you see these flabos come and they talk their nonsense, right now it's school sports. Oh, blah, blah, blah. But school sports going on. Babu no play today. Babu no play the St. Lucia, school at Rosalie. I hope we are winning. We have been winning. School sports going on, netball going on, everything going on. So what's a brouhaha about? Magi. But look at it. 4 projects. PPP. No charge to consolidated fund. The fallen highway. All now, so you're driving up to Grosley in a little comfort. The congestion will not be there because the QATs, you know, these guys. But you know, you could not bring your own contractor. That's the thing, you know. You need your contractor. I don't know what you all must tell me when you bring your contractor what happens. Maybe you get some benefit. I don't know. You know what I mean? But the QAT says no. That has to be tendered internationally, etc. And things must be above board. But you know, you can't deal with that, so you mash it up. And I understand you bring a fella that was growing flowers, and one day the roundabout is here, then you mash it up, it goes there, the roundabout is here the next day, then they tell you, oh, they ain't looking good there. So you mash it up and you go there, and it's one papi show on the road there, you know. But I know the Prime Minister, you're actively trying to resuscitate this deal with the QATs so we can get work commencing soon on that highway. The administrative center, we need one in the south because you have to decentralize the services of government, and that's what Dr. Anthony was trying to do. Everything must not be Castries. You understand? Government services must be brought to the people. Castries is not St. Lucia. So the people in the south would have had a place to go. But demolition man comes in and you can't. And then you're telling me we must not remind you of that? How can I not do that? I must. 4 lanes. You know, I mean, I know the back road. I know, fortunately, a lot of people do not know the back roads. So when I'm going to Grosley and I use the back road, usually I'm the only one on the road. There is no traffic there. And I understand your concern. But had the back roads been fixed, you know, where properly, many of you would not have had an issue using back roads. So the congestion on the main highway would have been lessened. And this man did not think, because he's Lord and Master, he's the ruler of St. Lucia, and he decides, nah man, no fallen highway with the QATs. If the QATs cannot give me what I want, squash that. And it was squashed. Despicable much. Yeah, we'll open the phone lines, Chokwan, and stuff. So I'm going to tell real issues people and listeners and the flubos listening. We have to remember history. Otherwise, there'll be what's the word? What's the word I have there? Let me say it properly.
Those who do not remember.
Remember the past? No, my new word.
Recrudescence.
Recrudescence.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There'll be no recrudescence here. We'll not go back to this bitter time, this hour. There will be none of that. And the reason why there'll be none of that, we're going to replay. We have the receipts. Starstruck, you're doing an excellent job. We have the receipts. There'll be no recrudescence. We have the receipts. We have to show you what this guy did to us. Where we are now, under the restorer, because Philip JP, that's what he is. He is the restorer. Everything that this guy's destroyed and everything that is demolished, we're rebuilding. So we'll take that call. First call, Shelton?
Yes, definitely. Good afternoon. Real Issues, afternoon. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, Sheldon.
Hello.
Good afternoon, and Mr. Fellow.
Caller, hello. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm just saying. I just greet you. Good afternoon. Hello, you hear me? Hello.
Okay, apparently we're not hearing yet. All right.
Hello.
1 minute, caller. All right. Let me just say yes. But
hello.
Okay. We hear you now. Go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Yes, we're hearing you.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Yes, gentlemen. Yes. let me say this to you. My bigger concern in this country now and going forward is how silent is this whole aspect of this special prosecutor is. Shelton, I have this fear. And if nothing comes out of this whole special prosecuting thing, where this country of ours is going to be. I mean, listening to you all guys talk and being there, and when all the activities, the news, everything, we know what happens. And if these guys are allowed to go or get away with this humongous robbery, I call it robbery because it's nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that took place under the last administration that was paraza. It was by design. You're talking about the same STTI, Dominic Fede receiving checks, this whole vaccine money given to you, Let me tell you something. That is the biggest corruption. And I don't know how this country sees it in the history of the Caribbean, And I'm in my 60s, my brother, and I'm a new Spinez. I can't recall at any given time any such magnitude of corruption have ever existed in this country. And Shelton, if this is allowed to go unpunished, or at least these guys, because look, these guys are talking so bold. It's like they know something I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And it grieves me. It really grieves me to see little guys. A man goes there, he steals a tin of fish. He goes to court, he's sentenced to prison. I agree, because that is the penalty for the crime. But it cannot be because you're a politician, because you are appointed, you are hired by the electorate, you believe that you have so much power. And you know what? And if something doesn't come out of that, Shelton, we are finished in this little country. It gives politicians a free rein to do whatever they want, knowing very well they will escape.
I could not agree. I could not agree more. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, but I am really, really, really troubled with the silence. It is too quiet. These guys are too comfortable talking millions of dollars that the taxpayers have been indebted to. We have to pay that money.
Indeed.
It went in the pockets of politicians. Why? I don't know. I'm asking the Prime Minister, stop being perfect in certain aspects of ruling. You have to put your feet on the ground. And there are questions and answers you have to demand. You're not crossing boundaries, sir. You are the Prime Minister.
Mm-hmm.
These politicians, Shelton, have to be in a position to answer for the case. For the amount of money this poor little country of ours went missing.
That's right.
I mean, we're talking about this whole Panama,
That's right.
20 million that went there. And where is that money now?
Mm-hmm.
It's like we have taken, you see, these things have become like a thing like the crime rate we have. Right now, until we reach 80, we're not too concerned. But once we stay between the borders of 69, 70, we feel good. Nobody cares about killing anymore. And it seems to me corruption in this country is so rampant.
That's right.
Nobody really nobody talks about it. Like Felena said, why are the journalists not asking the former Prime Minister, where is the vaccine money? Has he gotten it? I mean, these things are so blatant, man. These things are so bold. It is a quietness in this country that threatens me. That even the people themselves have just considered, well, you know what? Nothing gonna come out of that. And it doesn't make sense to talk about it. And even when I go to bed, man, honestly, it bothers me, man. It bothers me as a taxpayer. It bothers me for my children and my grandchildren who have to pay all those. Look, man, the airport.
Mm-hmm.
We know the cost overruns, the airport. Those millions of dollars, man. Come on, JPA. Come on, Pete.
Yeah,
Come on, Pete.
All right,
Good
my
answer,
friend.
right.
Thank you very much. I can hear the passion and intensity
Oh, yes,
in
the
your
hurt.
voice.
Yeah, and many people feel the same way.
Many people feel that way.
I mean,
yeah.
we have stuff. And next caller.
The call's gonna come, one after the other. Hi, Real Issues caller, you're on there. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Mr. Shelton. How are you?
Hey, what's up, man? Long time I hear your voice.
How are you, my partner?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, let me say this. I mean, my partner there that talks about the special prosecution, that man raised my
your pueldo.
my ears
Your pueldo
to the roof. That man raised my head, my ears straight to the roof.
Okay.
But you know, again, this is what the Prime Minister is good in. The Prime Minister believes everybody is honest like him.
Mm-hmm.
And that is not what it is. The reason why there is good and bad and there was devil in hell and was chased out by God because he knows that there is good and bad. He knows that. And the time has come for us now to stop being on the good side. After 3 years and some months, I believe the time has come for us to start to do things different. This prosecutor and this guy there, the ages, how you call him? The guy that is in charge of all crime and criminal, how you call him?
Director of Public Prosecution.
Director of Prosecution, and this guy is the best of friends. These are the two best of friends. And I was talking to my lawyer friend, and he says to me, when he called the ages of and he said to him, "Are you crazy? Are you gonna? What did you all do there? So you all killing all the guy's effort. So this guy that is there will bring this thing nowhere." Because these are partners. This is why Chasney and Guy Joseph feel so comfortable. That's why they are so comfortable. Because they know that they have the key. Let's go back to crime. I heard that Spider was talking about crime, and blah, blah, blah. Fine. I have no problem with that. But that was the same Spider when the guy did the kidnapping. The guy went to his pig pen, wanted to throw the man in the pig pen. When the man started to bawl and cry, Spider said, "Bring him back." Spider was never questioned about that. Spider was so bold. He went and he built the guys out because of how bold he was. But now the same man is talking about crime. You know, me see. You know, Shelton, I have not been saying anything because you know something? I said to myself, it is not worth talking to empty vessels. Because the UWP, all what they do, they're looking for something to stick on labor. Now they can't get nothing to stick. So what they're doing now, they are going from left to right. They'll say, "Shelton, your beard is whiter than my partner beard that is there." Just for somebody to say, "Yes, that's true," for them to talk about it. The UWP, as it stands now, have no substance. There's nothing that we have to do than just to control our height. We are coming to the end of the road. Make sure that we are at the front and we don't look back and we look for the finishing end. And that is it. We want St. Jude finish. We want that special prosecutor to do his work. And we have to start putting pressure on the PM for the PM now to start to look at this thing. Because, you know, before I go to Shelton, I'm one of those that is saying that to you today. I never believe a real UWP will be a labor. I'm telling you that. Although I heard the PM saying that he does not want to do this or do that, he is the Prime Minister of everybody. Yes, that is true. But it's not everybody that accepts him as the Prime Minister for everybody. So these things of putting UWP in the middle of everything, and we expect our business to go forward. That will not go anywhere, Shelton. We have now to start to preach that special prosecutor to do his work. We cannot go in an election where I campaign so bad on platform saying that somebody is going to jail and it looks like me that will go to jail, Shelton. That cannot be right. We need right now to stand up. We need to stand up because what is happening in St. Lucia now is that the UWP has loose focus. I look at Auntie Gail the last time in Miku. When I look at Auntie Gail, she come and kiss me. You know what I said? "You are so happy you come from hell and you come back to heaven." Because you can see the lady has no stress. You know, when you have a bunch of empty vessels that have nothing to to offer. UWB as it is there now, let's go and look at it. Just the empty vessel. Guy Joseph, a jackass a fool. Let us go to Spider. A nonsense fella, a man who have let down Grozile to the fullest. I have never seen a stupid fella in my life from Grozile like Spider. Now, which one again that is talking? The one from Soufre. This guy there, though, worth talking about. Now, do you have any substance of running a country that is trying to run now? The kind of technical thing, technology is at rampage. Right now, if you want a goat, you have to come with a computer to say, Mr. Goat, how are you? Do you see there's anybody there that can run St. Lucia apart from the Labour Party? Tell them thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
And I agree with you. Nobby, we had to start putting some pressure on the special prosecutor. I think that has been enough time.
Okay, we have
another call. Yes.
Hi, caller. Good afternoon. Real issues.
Yes, good afternoon, Sheldon. And how are you doing?
Hello.
Yes, hello, Mr. Daniel. And how are you doing?
Listen, where are they calling on?
Hello.
Caller, are you there?
Mr. Daniel.
Yes.
How are you doing?
Yes, we're hearing you now, loud and clear.
Yeah, like what Nobby said there. That is the honest truth. Let me say something to you. And I'm educator. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, my lady.
It's not educator, it's Mr. Fenelon. Terry. Educator is a different person, you know, before you go and confuse the educator, the Calypsonian there.
I did not call you educator because I know you are not an educator.
Who you didn't call educator? Me?
That's not your field.
Okay, all right. Okay,
but he knows who I'm referring to.
Okay, I back off.
Okay. Let me say something to you. If that special prosecutor does not bring these guys to justice, I live in countries where people don't care what happens as long as they do what they have to do. I know how to recruit my own gang and take action the way I want it done. I had to all go to jail. As long as my children and grandchildren benefit from it. Though I don't have no grandchildren that are St. Lucians. I have American and Canadian. Let me make my last point. These guys, we should note them at no point leave them comfortable. We must always remind them of what they did. I don't know who gave Alan that confidence that he can come back. There is no comeback. You had done nothing good that anybody can say, okay, let's give him another chance. I don't know if Alan has any idea what Nigel Toussaint said. I said, oh my God, Timothy did not like that. Nigel Toussaint said, in as much as Alan is kept around as a leader, nothing running. It will never run. The laborers will die in power. They will never come back. Timothy did not eat that one well. He needs to be reminded every day about the vaccine money. But I always told St. Lucian there was no vaccine money. That was a change to Alan's piggy bank. And they must always be reminded that they cannot come back due to what they did. But they have to pay the consequences. Because if they don't pay the consequences, St. Lucians will be very angry with the Labour Party. A lot of people voted because they want to see these people pay. Especially Guy Joseph and Alan. You are telling me you want to tax pay the people that are making the pudding. Who makes pudding? Not poor people. Who makes charcoal? Who sells charcoal? Not poor people. You want to tax these poor people. Why do you strike off? You have that MP from that ex-MP from Soufre to strike off $500,000 your father, Michael Shasley, owed to the Soufre Foundation. Is that right, people? Is that right? You made JJ and everybody else pay what they owed while they were not working. Your father's catamaran was operating. And you struck off $500,000.
Anyway, we have to wrap up now, eh?
No problem.
Yeah, thank you very much. You were saying, Japan? Okay, well, my watch is a little slow.
Yeah, mine is slow too. We're wrapping up today.
A lot of coming on already? Okay, just fade out when it comes, if it comes on here. Okay.
Yes, we take your call. I'm fully on board with that special prosecutor. It's about time. We need to have something. There are some low-hanging fruit. We can go after that.
Mm-hmm.
You just sit down there. Somebody says, no, I will not repeat what Mr. Wuji said there. But it's time that you wake up and smell the coffee. We need answers. You are drawing a salary, a fat salary. Show some slit. We need to do that. And in the meantime, I want to tell real issues people, the flub who's listening, no, we'll remind you of where we came from. And we're going to show you what we are doing, how we are going forward. Compare and contrast. Well, there's no comparison. You contrast. You will see for yourselves that Philip J. Pierre is indeed the restorer. He is the man born for a time like this, taking us forward, right through, as opposed to demolition man, who gave us nothing. All he's tried to do was destroy our country, destroy our institutions. He killed our joy. But we are hopeful that we are going to see the promised land.
Thank you very much, Terence Fenelon. Thank you very much, Jaquan. Thank you very much, everyone, for calling, for being on the Facebook Live active and in the Real Issues WhatsApp chat group. We'll do this again, God willing, all things equal, tomorrow from 12:30 to 2 p.m. on Real FM Radio, NBC Television, Facebook, and YouTube live streaming. Until then, Shelton Daniel signing out.
All right.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Why are you suffering from aches, pains, and illnesses? When there's help for you. At Health Service Center, we offer a wide range of treatment that has been scientifically proven to help you with your aches, pains, and illnesses. Our ICT machine is one of the most effective devices in the health field. It has shown positive results in many health problems, such as back pains, shoulder pains, migraine headaches, pain in the...
The winning numbers for the midday draw of Wednesday, 13th November 2024 were Double Daily Grand, 10, 11, 12, 22. Big 4, 3, 2, 0, 8. The Big 4 multi-export drawn is FP. Pick 2, 9, 9. The Pick 2 multi-export drawn is FP. One off, 943. Lucky 3, 207. The Lucky 3 multi-export drawn is FP.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues.